This episode of Homemade was previously recorded in front of a live stream audience who asked questions and cook along during the show. If you love cooking and want to join us in the kitchen, visit homemadecooking.com to register for free live classes. Now, let's get cooking.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy Thursday. I am Chef Jenny, and I'm going to be your instructor today. Welcome to Homemade Cooking. We are making a Thai green curry featuring our beautiful Bluehouse Salmon. I'm going to make a lemongrass jasmine rice. Ooh, I'm just feeling all the tingles talking about. I'm so excited. Of course, I'm not here by myself. We've got our amazing co-host, Chef Meg. Hello, Chef Meg.
Hi everyone. Happy Thursday. Thanks for coming.
I mean, you're feeling it, right? This is gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
The aromat, you know when a class is gonna be good when just the aromatics that are sitting out, the ingredients for the recipe, the whole kitchen smells amazing. All right, we're gonna start with our rice, our jasmine rice here. So I'm gonna bring over my bowl of water with my fine mesh strainer in here. Why do I have this? Because we are going to rinse our rice. So I have my rice here. We're using long grain jasmine. And I am going to start mixing this around because I want to show you all what happens. What we are doing by rinsing our rice before we cook it is taking off all the extra starch on it. Okay, can you see how cloudy that water is? That's all the extra starch that came off it. So how do you know how much you should rinse? Well, you keep rinsing until that water is pretty much clear. I say you go about 2 or 3 times and you keep rinsing it. Just keep rinsing it. This is great to do if you've got some little ones helping you cook. This is a lot of fun to stick your hands in here and really get it rinsed. And this time I can see it's not as cloudy as the first time. And then maybe one more. So this is looking pretty clear. Just a couple of times. If you don't have a fine mesh strainer, get yourself one. It's essential kitchen tool. And then I'm just gonna add my rice in. Chef Meg, have you ever not rinsed your rice before?
I think back like in my college days.
The early days.
Yeah.
Same. I think that's when I started. I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, what is wrong with this rice? It was me. It was always me. It was user error. So I'm gonna add some water in here. Some salt for seasoning. And then we're gonna go over here and work with our lemongrass. So we're gonna use about 2 stalks here. I'm gonna take these over to my cutting board. And what I'm gonna do is just cut some slits in them. I actually cut these 2 in half and cut some slits in them and then kind of break them up and bruise them up. And that's gonna release all these essential oils that are in here. Can use little much as you want. So just by cutting those little slits and bruising it, I'm adding it here into my rice. And then I'm just gonna stir this a little bit together, get all that salt and everything mixed in. So I'm gonna bring this up to simmer and then reduce it and cover it. So I'm gonna get into the curry now, okay? We have a beautiful new Dutch oven, which I love. It's stunning. So we're gonna use a large Dutch oven. What you're looking for is a high-sided pot. So to this, because we're gonna fit our 4 salmon fillets along with our curry in here. We are gonna start off with a red onion. If you don't have a red onion, that's okay. You can use white, but I think we're gonna get a lot more flavor for here. Red onion's pretty potent, so we're only gonna use a 1/4 of this onion. Take that here. I'm gonna finely slice it up. The onion gods are being generous today. I'm not crying, but just for a little bit of tricks with onion, make sure you're nice, really sharp. Make thin slices here. A dull knife will actually press more of that gas that makes you cry out of the cells. So we're just gonna slice up our red pepper here. All right, we're just gonna add a couple tablespoons of vegetable oil here. And we're gonna add in our bell pepper, our onions, and that a little bit additional lemongrass, why not? And we're gonna add our curry paste. And this is gonna be the start of our curry. So, we're making Thai curry. We're making Thai green curry. So we've got some store-bought green curry paste, and we're gonna add it in here with our veggies. So what we're doing, why we're adding this in the oil, is because that curry paste in the oil, just like in Italian cooking, how you would kind of toast tomato paste to get an extra depth of flavor, we are toasting this green curry paste to get a really kind of bloom it, almost. That's how I would describe it. We're blooming it. As it heats and toasts a little bit in the oil, only for a couple minutes, it's just gonna release all these aromatics. Man, I wish you guys could smell this. It's so beautifully pungent and aromatic. Lemongrass smells like lemon. It smells very citrusy in here and very herby. It's quite divine. Okay, I can't stop. I'm gonna be doing that for the rest of class, is just smelling it. So you kind of see that paste and how it fries. Does anyone have questions about that? That makes sense to us, that you would fry and toast a paste a little to get a concentrated flavor? Okay. Next up, we're gonna add some additional flavors. We have fish sauce. Fish sauce is very popular in Southeast Asia. It's beautiful. It's unbelievable. I think it's an essential kitchen ingredient that everyone should have. What I consider what the flavor profile of fish sauce, it's instant savoriness. It's instant flavor. It's made with fermented fish. It's really, really beautiful. And it will save your gravies. It will save certain braises that you do, because it just instantly adds a pop of savory. So we're gonna add that in. We have, if you're thinking, I don't know if I've ever worked with that or how do I use this, there's an American version of fish sauce called Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire, a lot of people don't know, has anchovies in it. So that's kind of our version of a fish sauce. Do not ask me to say Worcestershire again. You got 2 out of me. That's all I have to give. It's gonna get real muddled after that. I can't think about it. I just have to say it really quick. So we got our gorgeous fish sauce in here. A little bit of brown sugar. You can use light or dark, whichever version you have will work. We're using light here. Palm sugar is more traditional, what you would find in Thai cooking. If you have some palm sugar, please go use that. We've got some salt, and then we've got a little bit of red pepper flakes, some chili flakes. Whatever chili sauce you have that you want to add in here for spice, you can. Everyone's spice level is different. Curries are meant to be really flavorful. It's not about the heat, it's about the flavor. So you're not taking anything away from this dish. If you know you don't like a lot of spice, you don't have to add that in. And then I'm gonna add in my coconut milk. I wanted to show you if we could do a top down. Do you see how that coconut milk separated? I didn't mix it together because I wanted you all to see this. That's completely normal. If you're buying canned coconut milk, it's gonna separate. You're gonna have that kind of more watery liquid at the bottom. And then the top is gonna be this thick fat cap. You can just mix it together. And as it heats up, it'll get all emulsified and back together. But I always just kind of take a little whisk it together. That's totally fine. Oh, it smells so good in here. There's days when we're making dishes when I just know that there's gonna be no leftovers. And this is what I know the entire office is gonna descend on this afterwards, because everyone is gonna be smelling this for the next 30 minutes. And now we're gonna continue to simmer this for a couple minutes. And then now that our veggies are softened in here, man, it smells good. I'm just gonna add the snow peas. And we're gonna stir this around for about a minute.
Chef Jenny, your rice might be ready. It's been 15 minutes.
Don't tease me. Let's see. Ooh, and you can see how that lemongrass is right here, just kind of floated to the top. I can see a little moisture still. We're gonna go for maybe about, Chef Meg, let's say we'll check in about 5 minutes. Now that I've mixed these all in, I'm gonna nestle my fillets in here. This is a fish spatula. Did you know there's an actual spatula for fish? This is it. If you've ever seen this in the store and like, what is this? Now you know. It's meant to be gentle with fish. Oh yeah, that's the one. And we're kind of been at medium heat this whole time. And that's where we want to kind of keep it. We're gonna nestle these in. And then go ahead, feel free to pour some of the veggies over the top. So the fish is just poaching in the veggies. And you know what you can do? I just remembered. I'll season them as they're in here. Season with a little salt and pepper to top the fish. But you know, that curry has so much flavor. If you get to do this step, you're gonna be fine. Just a little over. Good chef pinch of kosher salt. Look at that. Man, they fit perfectly, 4 fillets. So I'm gonna give it just a little shake and then cover it. Again, about medium heat. And we're gonna go about, check it, let's see, in about 9 minutes. Kind of feel it should be firm, but starting to flake. So, I have over here beautiful lime. We are going to add a nice, you know, we've got all this savoriness and sweetness and aromatics and this depth of flavor. A nice sprinkle of acid over the top is really going to brighten up the dish. So we're going to actually have our lime here to add a nice squeeze over the top at the end. If you don't have lime, lemon would be beautiful too. The lime's a little more traditional with curry. And then we have some toasted, unsweetened, toasted coconut flakes. Let me see if I can get a good camera angle here. You see those? Really nice toasted crispy flakes. Also some crispy shallots would be really nice on top of this as well. So our fish is going here. Let's check out. Oh yeah. The rice is done. Let me put this back here. We're gonna wanna fluff our rice up with a fork. And take out that lemongrass. She has served her purpose. And the hit of lemongrass flavor at the end of this is great. Get a nice big spoon because I want all the carbs, all of them. And it's nice to serve this in kind of a high side dish because you are going to have a lot of liquid. If you have a pasta dish that kind of has those curved sides, that would be a really nice one to serve in there too. So we're just going to get our rice in here. Kind of put it in the center. And we'll get that ready. And let's try our rice. Let's see the flavor. Phenomenal. Such a nice, gentle, just that lemongrass just adds such a nice citrus back note. But it's not so overpowering that we're not going to taste our curry. And then I'm going to take some cilantro here and add this up. Kind of pull some leaves off and that'll be our garnish. This is washed cilantro. So, got my nice bunch of French cilantro here. All right. Check this out. My salmon, let's see, nice and firm, beautiful. Definitely starting to flake off a little. Done. Now, it's all about which fillet do you want? What's the good one? I'm really liking this fillet here. Ooh. putting it on top of my rice. And then I'm gonna take a spoon out because we cannot let this curry and these veggies go over the top, over the rice. Compared to Indian curries, Thai curries will be much more kind of a soup consistency, not as thick. So you really kind of need almost like a high-sided soup bowl for these. And then let's get some of our veg in there. Our beautiful green and red all around the sides. Unbelievable.
Chef Jenny, I have a present for you.
Yes. She got up and got me fried onions, fried shallot. That's a real one. That's a co-host. Well done, Chef Meg. You do. This is so beautiful, but you need that little bit of a crunchy on there, I think. So I'm gonna take my toasted coconut. Ooh, let's get our crispy onions on here. Just a little. When I say crispy onions, you got some of leftover those crispy onions from Thanksgiving. You know the ones I'm talking about that I can eat as a handful. Those will work too. Put these little crispy shallots over the top. Our beautiful, just hand torn, just a little bit of that cilantro all over. And then I'm gonna go right here to my camera. See that beautiful? And just lime all over it. Fresh squeezed lime. How about that? Not too shabby. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and do a quality taste test because I do this for you, have to. How we doing out there, everyone who's cooking along? You doing good? Yeah, all right. Gonna get into this now. Let's take one more shot of that. Look how beautiful that looks. Oh, and the fish just beautifully flakes off. It's not dry, but it just kind of tender, just with a fork. It comes right off. Add that in. Here's to you all. Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so flavorful. Man. That salmon's ridiculous. It's so tender. Mmm. That lemongrass rice, it just opens up. Look at Lena's, everyone. Nice job. That's beautiful. Well done. Man, that's good. Coconut milk is coating, the fat from the coconut milk is just kind of coating my tongue along with the fat from the salmon. Unreal. Unreal. And I don't feel that salmon is a heart healthy food, so I am super stoked about this. So much flavor. It's perfect. No notes. 10 out of 10. This has to be one of my favorite recipes we've made in a while. We make some good stuff, but... And that came under an hour. This all came together. Unreal. I want to thank you all for coming. Thank you so much for showing up. Until next time, keep on cooking, everyone. And happy curry. Bye, all. Oh, Angie, nice.
Hey there, I'm Joel Gamron. I'm the head chef and founder of Homemade, and we launched Homemade with the idea that we want to bring cooking and the kitchen to the world. So if you love cooking and want to join us in one of our free live stream cooking classes, head to our website, homemadecooking.com. That's homemadecooking.com to register today.